Hey, my Liptons. So I was just looking up Marvel stuff because we just got a not so long ago got really announcements about releases about Phase 5 and Phase 6 of Marvel and things like that, the new films that are coming out. So I particularly want to talk about two things. So obviously Thor, you already know I am not a fan of Thor Love and Thunder. I thought that it was too goofy. I thought that the tone of the film was just like it was just stupid, and that it's just like I just feel like Thor has been so dumbed down and just to a point where it's like he's more, this movie was more so of a satire kind of film than it was a film where it's like where Thor was just taken seriously. And apparently now this film is the lowest Thor film apart from Thor Dark World. And you already know I personally, for me, I always liked Thor Dark World. I don't know why fans hate it so much. So let's just look to the article. As much fans expected, with TD's second film in the MCU, Thor Love and Thunder, to be similar or even greater quality, but upon its release, many were let down by the sequel, citing that they saw as a failure to balance tone and waste of characters and storylines, which is true because the tone of the film was just like, bruh. Like honestly, this film is something that like Jennifer Aniston could have started. No shade. If let me not even get into it because but yes, so it says here many were let down, citing that what they saw here, yada yada. This has led to the film to suffer both commercially and critically. Even as Thor Love and Thunder is less than a month old at this point, it has already broken a new record for the franchise, and not in a good way. Yikes. And it's sad because, I really, really like Chris Hemsworth. I think Chris Hemsworth is a really good actor, and it's just like he deserves so much better. I'm actually sad. I'm actually sad, but it's like I'm gonna get to my opinions later. As reviews currently stand, Thor: Love and Thunder is the lowest, yada yada. Now it's a 65% critic approval rating on the tomato meter. This number means that 65% of critics gave Thor: Love and Thunder a positive score, which is slightly less than Thor: Dark World, which sits at 66. I don't know what the hate is for Thor: Dark World. Y'all probably need to tell me because it's like I don't know why I hate it so much. Thor Ragnarok scored much higher, giving 77% and 93% respectfully. No, sorry, respectively. Even so, the audience scores paint a different picture, with Thor Love and Thunder placing Thor 1 and Thor 2 with a score of 77%, though only by 1 or 2 points. Unpacking Thor Love and Thunder's new ranking, although this new score breakdown puts to Taika Waititi's newest film at the bottom of the Rotten Tomatoes. Does give his yada yada yada. Ranking first last, even as Okay, so however, in the series within the MCU, he can do it again. Here's my thing, and I feel like okay, I'm gonna get to Eternals because obviously it says Eternals right here. I'm gonna get to Eternals. Although it's unclear how these new low ratings will affect Thor's future in the MCU, it's certainly possible they can put an end to the possibility of Thor 5. Eternals, which suffered a similar Rotten Tomatoes fate, becoming the first Marvel film to receive a Rotten score, has been largely ignored, with no news of a sequel being announced. The potential antagonist teased in one of Thor 4's end credits. Okay, so I'm not surprised that I already told you that the score was gonna go low as time goes on, but I will say this. I am sad that this happened to Chris Hemsworth because I just feel like Chris Hemsworth is such a good actor, and he does he deserves better. He deserves better, and it's just like this movie was not good. And obviously, this is my Twitter account, and I put that I'm not shocked. by this news. I'm not shocked by this news, you know what I'm saying? Because it's just like Thor, Love and Thunder was just something where it was too satire-ish and it was too comedy. And honestly, I hope that they, you know, give Taika Waititi his future endeavors and just give him that give him that resignation letter and let him go up on his day. Like, let him just be gone. Like, we had enough. Okay, he gave us 2 movies. I didn't like Ragnarok. I didn't like Love and Thunder. We need to move on to a more director that knows what Thor is and knows the comics and knows what's going on with him, and to take him seriously. I'm tired of Thor being taken as comedic relief. Like, he needs to be serious out here in these streets. Like, he needs better scripts. He needs better. These characters need to be not just him. Like, what's her name, Valkyrie. It's just like, even with Gore the Butcher, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad. But yeah, Chris Hemsworth deserves a lot better. But okay, let's move on to Eternals. So I don't know if this is confirmed. So before I even Eternals 2 has seemingly been announced by actor Patton Oswalt. There's going to be an Eternal sequel. Chloe Zhao is going to direct it. Let me tell you something right now. And I put this meme or GIF. If Chloe Zhao is gonna direct this film, I'm gonna be so upset. Like, no shade to her, but it's like, girl, this is your first MCU film and it flopped bad. Like, the fleshing out of the storylines, like, she didn't flesh it out at all. That's the thing. She did not flesh out these storylines. Like, these characters, the character development was just not good. Honestly, I feel like, I don't know. Usually, like, I guess recently Marvel's been giving, like, these directors, like, 2 chances. So it's like they do the first Marvel film and then they do the second one. So I guess this is Chloe Zhao's second try at this. But, like, personally, I don't know. The way that Eternals got, like, I believe the last time I checked, it was like 48% Rotten Tomatoes. Like, and apparently this is the first Marvel film to ever receive that kind of critic score. That's kind of scary, low key. So it says here, to say Eternals was hotly anticipated before its release will be understatement. MCU epic, yada yada. Okay, let's go. Quickly swept under the rug as a minor disappointment for the MCU. History spanning narrative did not hit quite as some thought it would. The film's villains turned out to be a little underwhelming. True. The villains were very underwhelming a little bit. I will say, okay. So the prospect of the Eternals 2 seemed doubtful to many, even though the film set up some interesting new characters in the final moments. Harry Styles as Star Fox. It says here they have announced there's going to be an Eternal sequel. Chloe Zhao is going to direct it, so hopefully there will be more. Here's my thing. It's just, and that's the thing too. I wanted to like this film. I wanted to believe in this film. I wanted it to be successful because these are characters in the film who are, like, extremely powerful. Like Angelina Jolie's character, I think, what's her name, Thea. Personally, for me, my 2 favorites are Makari and Druid, the girl who is deaf, and the other one who can, manipulate minds and things like that. I just find them to be cute and everything. I honestly wish they could give them their own Disney Plus show. No shade. Cersei right here, I'm sorry, I do not like her. She's a deer in headlights. She's a deer in headlights. Like, no shade. Summer Hayes' character, got killed off. It is what it is. Him, I felt like he went into the sun way too quick. Like, I don't know. Him, he was cool, but he was cool. And Angelina Jolie's character, I really, really love Angelina Jolie. I do want a sequel, but it's like, the film got to be good. The film got to be good, because it's just like, y'all guys can't give us what y'all gave us the last time. with this film, because it's just like I don't know. Do y'all guys feel like they should give the Eternals like a Disney Plus thing so that like their stories can be really fleshed out or something? Because it's like, I first of all, they introduced way too many characters way too quickly. Like they should have let them really build it up a little bit more to in order to put all them together in one film. Like it's just like the Avengers, you know. They gave Captain America his own film. They gave Iron Man his own film, Hulk his own film before, you know, really giving up putting everybody together in the Avengers. Maybe they need to do that before they should have put the Eternals all together. Um yeah, the story should have been fleshed out a little bit more, you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. Which tell me what y'all think in the comment section. Do y'all are y'all surprised that Thor is now the lowest rated Thor movie? Honestly, I'm not shocked or surprised that this happened. If y'all like Thor Love and Thunder, I don't know what to tell y'all. Maybe y'all are into satire and everything like that, but not me. Because this was a satire film. But you know, obviously there are 65% that actually like the film. So I guess. So please like, comment, and subscribe. Give me your opinions down below. Tell me what y'all think. And I'll talk to you next time, my Liptons. Bye.